I mean, it'll help you for sure.
Yeah, so definitely extend the invitation to come on down and help out with the war effort.
I'd be glad to. Someone's gonna fight for freedom forever.
Something like that. All right, so you gonna head out?
Yeah, I think we've got what we need from here,
Which is a new party
which
member.
is a new friend. Ah,
Yeah, I'm sorry for the ham-fisted way of like introducing it. I just couldn't think of anything, even if I didn't. I
you
realized.
know,
I honestly realized after Theta said something that I did do this before, didn't I?
that's the easiest way to make it happen. Especially in this, since we're trekking back and forth through the woods so much, it's like you're gonna run across people in the woods. This is how it's gonna happen.
Well, you do make it back. It is you make it back to Long Shadow, and you notice that there seems to be a lot of activity in the front. You see guards keeping like a very close eye on the ramparts. There seems to be like double the activity there. You see several folks seem to be on the ramparts as well. Looks like they're maybe like working on it, reinforcing it here and there. You also see a half-burned blacksmith and a few other people working on that giant clockwork excavation machine near the front gate of the town. I guess I should put that out here. So it looks like there's some activity going on in Long Shadow tonight.
Seems like they got the message.
The guards actually stop you at this point. By the way, the giants did move, did stay away from the town. They are elsewhere at the moment, so they can do what they were actually setting out to do.
Hmm.
So the three of you are on your own, and the guards at the front actually ask you who you are.
We've been here before. We've come and gone. We've talked with the mayor several times. We're actually the group that brought that uh, clockwork machine back with us the last time we were here.
Ah. So you're the adventurers. Yes. The mayor was actually expecting you to come back. You need to see him immediately.
Yes, yes, definitely. Oh, also, this just popped into my mind. The two scrolls that I found on Burl, the
Yes.
keys. What were those?
Uh, I
Forgot
mean,
to.
I mean, if you want to identify them real quick, cast
Oh,
an
okay, they're actually magic scrolls. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it and identify just because I would have done that on the way back.
They're
So
both
I think maybe
scrolls of heroism.
interesting.
So you got two of those now. Could have been like something off of one of the giants, or maybe another trophy of his, or maybe it was something that was given to him. You don't know, but they are scrolls of heroism.
I need to keep like a separate tab running for that, just because most of the stuff in that list is up in Fort Trevlay with everybody else. So I'm gonna start secondary thing. Put them just here for now. Right. Yeah, so that's taken care of. So yeah, we'll definitely head in to see the mayor.
He is not at his normal spot today. He is not at the bar. Um, he is instead actually at the mayor's, like their like chamber office that they actually have, and he seems to be like doing a lot of paperwork, a lot of plans. People are coming in and out, advisors and things like that. And the mayor actually says, "Oh, you're back. You're back. Where's the rest of you?
Uh, our
And who?
friend Anton unfortunately didn't make it back.
Oh dear. My
He
apologies.
fell fighting the ogres to rescue the giants that we had gone out to save. Our friend moon giants that had been taken captive.
Where are the giants now?
They've remained outside of town. They had other things that they were taking care of. Lunar watchings, they said. Also, I think they didn't want to disturb people in the town. Four giants strolling up to the gates might cause a bit of a scene.
Oh yes, it is that time of year where they're normally here. All right, all right. Well, I hope that my hope is that they will at least not help out these bastard hobgoblins. We received your message. We received the survivors from that camp you discovered. I've been trying my best to make preparations for the past couple of days. So far, we've had some preparations. The guards have been training more. I've doubled the patrols, deputized some militia, but there's been accidents in trying to rebuild parts of the walls and reinforce them. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just the fact that we're trying to rush things here. But if they're really, truly going to attack us soon, look, the walls will protect us, but there won't be escape. And we can only hold out for so long. And we're also going to be on our own because I highly doubt that Marshal Garvik is going to be sending anybody.
Have you even been able to send word to him?
No, we've sent out runners. Nothing's returned yet, and it takes about 3 weeks to get to the capital from here, and that's on a good day.
We wouldn't have time to find our people in the fort to the north.
You have people in the north who can come?
We have more of our forces are holding down the Ranger Fort, Fort Trevlay in the north, but long way off. I don't think we'd have any way to actually get to them and warn them in time.
Do you know any scrying spells or abilities?
I don't believe I do. No, I do not.
Because that's the problem. We don't have anybody with those abilities. Even Nava doesn't have that skill. Although she did attempt a ritual.
No,
Although
I don't. I don't have any abilities like that.
you could ask the giants, maybe they can help you with that. Regardless, any extra help would be obviously a benefit to us at this point. I
We can try. We would have to hold out until our friends could get here. They're at least probably 2 weeks away. Very far to the north.
Is there any way we can delay the siege or delay these hobgoblins, sabotage them?
We would have to try and find their camps, perhaps. They have a beast training camp, and apparently they have wyvern scouts. And then we have the camp that they're preparing more of these machines like the one that we brought back. Not sure where those are. We didn't. No one told us like where those camps are. Do we have
Yeah.
a?
The missives do not. No, the missives do not. No, wait, no, they do say where the location is. I can actually put that on the map. Hold on a second. So you guys are at Long Shadow at the moment. The camp that you're going after. Where the heck is the camp? They're over here.
That's both camps.
Yes.
Okay, there they are. I see you split them off. That's not too terrible. Do we know which is which?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Because
no, that's a lie. I apologize. The munitions camp is the one that's closer to the Hollow Hills. The War Beast camp is the one that's in the plains,
okay.
near the river banks.
I would think that if we were to try to go after any of these camps to delay them, we would probably want to go after the munitions camp because that's where they're making more excavators, and also notes mention something about them prepping explosives. So that's gonna be how they breach the walls.
That could be a
And
problem, says the mayor.
absolutely be a problem. The walls are already not in great shape as it is, so
Okay, then. So
we can speak with the giants, see if they have any way of any kind of magical way of contacting our people at Fort Chevrolet, but I mean that's so far away. There's no way that they're gonna get here any kind of time, but we can still try. Um, Other than that, if we want to try to weaken their forces, I'd say that the munitions camp is probably the way to go.
very well. Then is there anything I could do to assist, or do you want me to try and hold up things here? Nava is offering us a lot of help. And I have Ellis already working on building or rebuilding, I should say, the excavator you found. It's proven difficult, to say the least. But is there anything else that you can do to help you?
No, I think the best course of action at this point is just to keep shoring up the defenses, everything you can to make this town penetrable.
And that is what we will do, and that is, if need be, we will fight to the death against these creatures. So let us do what we must. If you plan on leaving quickly, I would actually ask if you can, before you leave, I would say check with the rest of the folks in town, see if there's anything that you could, if they need or help them with. They could possibly also provide assistance as well. Everybody's trying to pull their weight at this point. We've had some issues, and we've also had several people who have been thrown into our jailhouse that we need to take care of too. But the hope is that everything is going to be fine come the night of the siege. We even had another problem. Members of the Molthune army were found recently here. Have you heard anything, reports about Molthune being in the area?
No, all we found at the camp was information about Legion and their forces, the beast training and munitions, but nothing more about Molthune.
Huh. Well, if you see any attackers from Molthune, and if you need to deal with them, I would actually ask that you try and find out what they are here for. If they're working with the hobgoblins, they do need to be probably dealt with. If they're not, well, maybe they could actually probably provide us some cover. If that makes any sense.
I'll keep an eye out. It seemed, from what little we've gathered, it seems like perhaps there's only the one member of Molthune working with the Legion. He might be doing things that his superiors don't even know about.
If there's one person working with Molthune, that's already a bad look for everybody that's with Molthune. But I guess we will see.
All right, I guess let's see what townsfolk need anything.
Well, I mean, with the townsfolk, it's less that they need things, more that they just want to make sure everything is going great. Ellis, the blacksmith, is working on, obviously, the machine. He actually asked if you find any spare parts or any weird metal bits, especially anything that could be made out of adamantine. See if you can bring it to him, because he can use it to make the machine stronger.
Well, we do plan to investigate a camp that we think might have more of these, so we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, he would be grateful for that. The game hunter, if you remember, like they're sort of like monster hunter guild here in the town.
I do kind of remember them.
Yeah, he actually is looking for, basically is offering money for the scalps of any exotic creatures, and hides and bones and parts and things like that, and he'll pay for it, because he could turn a lot of that stuff into extra provisions for the town, if need be, for the siege, as well as possible weapons in a pinch, although he's running out of time. So that's a big one if you want to grab any like creature parts. Some of the merchants are also looking for anybody that can help them in making some money, if you can, but that's a whole other issue, obviously. One merchant in particular, this halfling fella with blonde hair, is basically putting up a bounty for every hobgoblin head that is confirmed kill. He'll pay 20 gold per head. And he's doing this specifically to try and drum up people to actually join up with militia forces and start practicing the fight. That's more or less what's going on in the town right now.
Okay. Just typing that stuff down.
Yeah. And are you actually going to speak with the giants before you actually start heading out for sure?
I think we can, because if they're still like in the area, we could find them and talk to them, just see if there's anything they can provide, like long distance communication wise. But I'm not sure.
Well, they do. You get near dusk to where they are. It seems most of the giants are preparing themselves in a circle as the moon is slowly rising out. And what's his face? I can't remember his name now. Zadtharian.
Dad?
Yeah. He says it is good to see you all again. I did not expect it so quickly.
Yes, we just wanted to get into town and make sure everything was proceeding the way it needs to. We're now headed off to investigate at least one of the enemy camps we know about, see if we can remove some of their forces from the siege.
I wish you
Please
luck.
report back. Before we left, we were wondering, we have friends far to the north, the Ranger Fort of Trevlay. We were wondering if there was any way you could help us communicate with them so we can let them know what's happening down here.
I can. At least I believe I can. You say they are at a fort in the woods?
Yes, far to the north, one of the northernmost ranger forts, if you're familiar with the Trinchado Rangers.
I have heard of their name before. Let's see. What's that spell that he can do? Like the long range communication spell. But he has like three different
Uh,
ways to do it. So
I cannot think of what it's not message because message is more short range.
he does have message. It's 100 feet plus 10 feet a level, which is not going to be enough.
Not enough.
Oh, there's actually another way to do it. Actually puts himself in a trance. And he starts chanting to himself in a language that you don't understand. He does this for about 20 minutes. And it seems like he's asking questions as he chants. And after about 20 or so minutes, he stops, opens his eyes open, and he says, I will take care of the message for you. And I will see if it is possible that they can come here within a week. But that is cutting it close. Yes, they will be attacking soon. If you can find
Yes,
a
I would be
way,
cutting it very close.
if you can find a way to delay them, you have a better chance, perhaps, of them being here.
Yes, that's what we seek to do now.
I wish you luck then. May the moon watch over you in all of its radiant light.
Thank you, friend. We appreciate everything you've done for us.
He nods and he says, and I appreciate you for saving my people, what is left of us. All
All right,
right.
I guess we head on.
All right. So from here, it will take you about 3 days to get to where the camp is. I have about a week, by the way, before the siege begins. So this is going to be a one and done.
Yeah, I think we're only able to get to one of the camps, right? So I
Yep.
really think the munitions camp is the best thing to look into right now.
All right. Are there any other objections from the other members of the party?
did get a set of adamantine armor for my character here, and now the status that is with what just happened.
You completely cut out on half of that. All I heard was adamantine armor and status.
Well, yeah, my character's, I believe he has adamantine armor.
Okay.
Don't know what happened to it now. Check what if I even still had it to begin with.
You mean you're wearing it?
I think so. Let me check.
It says you have mithril lalamar armor.
Yeah.
That's not adamantine. That's a different.
But then it's adamantine weapon is what it is.
You have an adamantine weapon?
Yes.
Oh, that's impressive. What do you need to know about the adamantine then?
But didn't some adamantine get confiscated recently?
No, they were asking for more of it, unless you want to give them your weapon to be melted down as plating.
I'll say that's okay. That's what I was worried about. I'll say that.
All right. So, all right. So, if you have an adamantine weapon, just a reminder that it's considered a masterwork weapon. And it also has a +1 enhancement bonus to your attack rolls. Armor checks, by the way, are also lessened by 1 because they're hard, basically. Anything else?
I'm just going over my sheet now. I'm taking things over.
What about you, Theta? Anything on your end you wanted to do?
No.
Okay. Okay then. So you all are now basically at the threshold of this munitions camp. The three of you. And you put yourselves on the north of the map, please. The camp is settled in like the outskirts of what look like the Hollow Hills itself. You see what look like giant rock and iron deposits and little bits of like untreated metals, kind of piled high all over the place. The camp itself is surrounded and gated. You don't know what's inside. But you do see, in what looks like a giant pit over here, several Ironfang soldiers of some kind dealing with what look like Morlocks working the pit. The smell is like the smell of rotten eggs to you. And you just see like streaks of bright yellow um, all along the edges of this like water pit. There's several ladders that seem to lead down nearby, like into the holes nearby. And the water itself is just like foul, based off of like the smell from here. But you clearly see it is like close to evening, but you can clearly see two hobgoblins directing these warlocks. What do you do?
Definitely want to avoid that pit for now. Looking at the map here. Does it look like I don't know if we can see this from here. Does it look like this river or stream? Is it flowing into the camp?
Yeah, flowing. Yeah, it's flowing into the camp. Yes,
Okay, so it has like a water gate.
it does.
I'm gonna stay. I guess I'll just put myself with the rest of the group here. Apparently, we're on the road here. Um, and it does. Do we see? Are there any kind of like guard towers? Is there any
No,
ramparts or anything?
no
Okay,
guard
so it's just,
towers, which is very. I mean, it's not
yeah, so this is
unusual.
just
But it's very. For these type of camps, you're actually surprised by that.
okay. So this is just like a high wall, but with nobody on it.
Yeah.
Um, fix these really quick. In that case, I'd like to creep over here towards the stream and check out the where it flows into the camp.
All right. Can you roll a stealth for me?
Sure, I don't think I'm fantastic at that, but we'll see. I'm not fantastic at that.
I mean, you creep toward the stream. It looks like the water is flowing into the camp. So like the runoff is going that way, so it is going south.
Okay.
The water stinks horribly, by the way.
Even the water in the stream.
What's that?
Even the water in the stream, not just in this terrible pit.
Yeah, even the water in the stream.
Huh. What's this situation here where the water's going in? Is this just like logs sticking up, like poles, or is it an actual gate of some kind?
They have thick poles, and well, thick poles that look like they're not gonna move anytime soon, unless if you like start trying to force them.
Right. How high is the wall?
Uh, let's see, that's a good question. Hold on. The wall is about 12 feet high.
Okay. I don't seem to have invisibility in my spells. That's a shame. Boy, I don't suppose your magus has invisibility, perchance.
Let me check.
Because if so, damn it, it happened again.
You do.
Okay,
Wonderful
so in
power.
that case, we can make someone invisible, and then I can cast fly.
Ooh.
So then someone can fly over the wall while invisible to do a little reconnaissance on this place. So I don't know how we want to do that. I don't know if you want to turn yourself invisible and fly over, or if you want to turn me invisible and I'll fly over. It'd probably be better to do it the second way because I can just use my hex to make myself fly. I don't have to actually burn a use of fly.
I'll turn you invisible. I don't get mine. I'd say I want to see this work, but I'm not gonna. I guess that's part of the charm of it.
Swing checks, third level, levitate. I ask for the spell for number is equal to level. So I could fly for 7 minutes.
That's not bad.
It's not. Yeah, that's enough to get up, scope everything out, and get back. How do magus spells work again? Like, do you have prepared slots, or are you like at will?
It depends on the type of magus. I'm assuming you're doing it like a wizard. Then, if that's the case, it's prepared slots. If it's like an Eldritch Scion, it's like a sorcerer where it's like at will.
Okay. Okay, so if you've already got fly
Same
prepared, you
magus.
need to burn it anyway. Or if you already got invisibility prepared, then you have to burn it anyway. So yeah, I guess go ahead and let's make me invisible. And then I've got 7 minutes to fly up and see what we're working with at this camp, and then get back down.
Okay. So you're now invisible and you fly over the camp.
I'll probably just get here and mostly just start going straight up and not too far over. Yeah. Um, I'm invisible. I'll like kind of right here. Is this just a crumbled structure? Or is this like a tower of something right here in the middle?
It's a crumbled structure, yeah.
Okay, so I'll fly over and kind of hover in this general area so I can get a look at the entire camp.
Technically, you can't see inside the buildings.
Okay.
I don't have that set up with like the advanced lighting, so I'm not going to bother.
Okay. I just can't see. You won't show me what's inside the building. That's fine.
This building, and this building here. You can't see what's inside it.
Okay. They all have roofs. Because everything else.
Yeah, you see what looks like a large contingent of hobgoblins patrolling inside here. There seems to be like 20 or 30 of them. Looks like a troop
so this
of
is
some
like
kind.
a troop, not a giant person.
Yeah, it's a troop.
Okay.
And they look like they are geared for war heavily. This entire troop is carrying what looks like heavy shields and spears.
No evidence of any of the excavators or anything I can see out in the open.
You do not see any excavators here,
Hmm.
which is interesting. Could be that it's out or they're being used, or it could just be the simple fact that they were never here.
In that case, I'm gonna fly back over and land just outside the gate here and take a look at ground outside the gate to see if anything has come, that there's tracks of any kind coming in or out of the gate. Like maybe if I can see excavator tracks leaving this camp.
I mean, perception check with bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, you actually see the faint bit of track here and there. So they have definitely been coming to and from the camp here. You suspect that they probably have an excavator or two that's out at the moment.
Okay.
Based off of the way the operations are, where you see Morlocks working near the mine area, hobgoblins overseeing it, and then hobgoblins in here, it looks like they're actually here for the long haul. Looks like they are excavating tons of stuff from this filled-in pit mine. But as to what point or purpose, maybe it's to fuel their machines or any other adventures that they're looking for. You have no idea.
All right. In that case, I will fly back over here and let all that expire and pass on what I've found, that there don't seem to be any actual excavators in the camp. They've gone, whether they're out doing something or they've moved them somewhere else. But there is a troop of hobgoblins inside, maybe 20, 25 of them with shields and spears. What are these things right here? Did I get a decent look at whatever these are?
Oh, those look like Barghists.
Okay. All right.
As-
A lot
as-
of destroyed buildings.
As to why the Barghists are here, that's a whole other issue, I guess.
Well, I mean, they're not attacking the hobgoblins, so clearly they've got them tamed or something. Okay. No sign. No sign of the excavators. As for whatever explosives they're prepping, I didn't see that. That might be in one of the buildings that I couldn't see into. Yeah, no sign of the machinery.
What do you want to do?
That's a good question. The only concern that I have is that it said they were prepping explosive charges. And that's gonna blow holes in the walls at Long Shadow. So I'd like to try to find that. But how we would get into this place and get through all this shit to find them, that's tricky.
Does anybody have any ideas? How about I give you like 5 minutes to think it over on what your next move is, because I need to use the restroom. So I'll be right back, all right?
Okay.
So think it over on what you want to do next.
I want to see if there's some way that we could get past this water barrier to slip inside, but I have to ask like how narrow the posts are if we could get in there. But
You can't
I would at
swim.
least. What?
You can't swim.
I mean, yeah, but again, I don't know how much room we've got to maneuver between these posts. We could probably slip in. And that would at least we don't have to open the gate and alert the Morlocks and the Hobgoblins out here. At least at first. At least try to deal with some of what's going on inside before they get wise and come check it out. But of course, there's probably a bunch of shit inside these buildings that we can't see that's going to pour out.
Oh, what time of day is it?
I think he said it was evening time. I think he said it was getting towards night.
You can
Double check
fly,
with him.
can't you?
Yeah, I can.
Just fly up super high and then drop down through a cloud cover or something. All you have to do is stop yourself from the fall the moment before you land.
Just let myself drop and then hover.
Yeah. People don't look directly up.
Typically not. That was something that we always talked about when I lived in New York. Was like, no one actually looks up.
Fly right above them, drop down to just right here, and the moment before you would hit the water, activate your flying again and go underneath that little bridge.
What else do I have? I actually do have fly spell prepared, so I mean I used my hex already. Can I use that multiple times per day? I can't. Probably not. No, it doesn't. Does not specify. No, number of minutes per day. So yeah, it's gonna be done. But I do have fly itself, so I could fly back in there. Um, and then dimension door my way out if need be. When he comes back, I'll ask him what the roofs of the buildings are like if they're flat and I could just land on them.
Well, I was up because I didn't really eat much today. I actually cut myself a little mini bagel. So apologies if I just start stuffing my face.
That's all good. Man, I could go for a bagel.
These are the good kind. These are the New York bagels, so you know they're nice and juicy.
There's a place right around the corner from where I worked. What the hell was it called? I can't remember, but it was like a famous bagel spot in Tribeca. Go there after work sometimes, get a sandwich. Delicious.
Nice.
I miss that so much.
Have you?
All right, quick question.
Yes.
The buildings that are inside the camp, what are the roofs like? Are they flat? Like, is it something that I could get on?
Um, that's a good question. Give me a second. The the large one to the right and the small one that's near it, those are flat.
Okay.
They're like stone homes that have like flat thatched roofs. You ever see like you ever see like a pueblo home in the desert?
Yeah.
Think that, except not in the desert, if that makes any sense.
Okay. So, but it should be a solid top that we would be able to stand on.
Yeah, there is
Okay.
a circular stone building where it is not a solid top. It is more slanted, as if it's like a slant thatch. That's the building in the south from where you are. So this
And what
this
time of day did you say it was?
is near evening.
Okay. Well, I think getting in wouldn't be difficult. I could get two of us in. I could cast fly on somebody, and they could go up really high and then come down and land on a building, and then I could dimension door myself. Actually, hang on, I might be able to take all of us. Let me double check rules for dimension door. I think I can actually take two medium creatures with me at this level. There it is, dimension door. May also bring one additional willing medium creature or its equivalent per 3 caster levels. So, yeah, I can take 2 medium creatures with me on a dimension door. So I could pop us all in on top of this building, like all the way back here, and we wouldn't be seen. And then we can either try and sneak our way into one of these buildings to see what's inside, or just from the roof, just start raining down destruction. Like Arcloid and I could be casting spells from up here.
So
Weasel, you've got room to move.
So you're gonna fly up to the rooftop. And
Dimension door. I could just dimension door us straight there.
oh, you can. All right, you're gonna dimension door up to the rooftop and just start slinging.
I mean, not like immediate, probably immediately. What is the range of dimension door? Just make sure it's quite a bit. I think I don't have it. Wait, no. Oh yeah, range 400 feet. Yeah, no, I can easily get us in there.
Okay. Was everybody else going with that plan?
Sounds like fun.
What about you, Theta?
Sure.
All right. So, how long does it take to cast Dimension Door? Is it instant or it takes a few minutes?
I don't think it takes that long. I think it's instant. Casting time 1 standard. That's the standard action.
All right. You cast it then, and you kind of just blink it. You blink into existence on top of the roof.
All the way at the back here, so that nobody at the front should be able to see us. And I've actually got that prepared twice, so I can blink us out if need be.
That can work.
Okay, so we've got the bar guests down here at the front, and we've got the troop of hobgoblins there. So now we just need to figure out what our plan of attack is going to be.
Where you
I'm
are,
going to.
just so you know, where you are on the roof. You see, or excuse me, you smell like the smell of alcohol and rotten eggs. Completely. You notice the roof looks like it is a slightly a converted stone church. For what god you don't know, because the symbol was removed. And you see what looks like fumes kind of seeping out of the cracks of the stone structure itself. So whatever's going here is something that smells horrible, and might be something that can be very dangerous and explosive.
Yeah, this must be where they're cooking up whatever bombs they're making. Okay. In that case, all right. I think what I want to try first is I'm going to creep forward. Yeah, I'll crawl forward to the front of the roof, and I am going to try and slumber hex 2 bar guests one after another.
Oh, okay.
That'll be a DC 18 will save.
Oh, they're screwed, I think.
Oh, seriously? Okay, one of them's down.
Wow.
I don't think it. I mean, I don't know. It's as per the spell sleep. I don't know if that alerts them in any way, but basically, it just means I can't try and slumber him again for the rest of the day.
Let me see.
I had it pulled up. I didn't see anything about that.
No, it doesn't seem like it alerts them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
So
say didn't realize what's going on. Well, that's a start.
yep. Alright.
What about Larimar and Weasel? What are you two planning on doing? Hello?
I'm thinking.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
oh, it's okay. I wasn't sure if like it cut out or froze or something on me.
I'm there on the inside of the wall.
Okay.
Guardian. So, full defensive.
You're breaking up again, Arcloid.
Full
Sorry.
defensive.
Okay. Like initiative's not started yet. Nobody knows you're here technically. Oh, that's going to change in a few seconds because I am going to ask you to do a stealth roll in a moment. Theta, what about you? What are you planning?
I don't have a plan.
Are you going to do anything then? You're on top of the roof with the rest of the team.
Right? I
At
mean,
the
it
moment.
seems like a stealth thing, so no.
Okay. Well, then I would ask if everybody on the roof to please make a stealth check real quick for me. Visibility helps.
Man, no more automatic stealth successes anymore.
The Barkus that is not asleep, checks on his partner, looks around, and he notices off the edge of the roof Larimar and Mariel, and shouts something in Goblin about "We're being invaded! We're being invaded! Come, come!" So at this point, I guess we're gonna roll initiatives. Also dealing with the troops here.
not hit points yet.
You don't have hit points?
No. Well, they're D8 per mages, I believe.
Hold on a second. Hit die is D8 plus your con.
Yes.
So you're level 8, so it'd be 8d8 plus your con for each level.
$7d8 plus 8.
Excuse me, 7d8 plus d8.
And max health at the beginning.
That's true. I was thinking that too. Did we do the max health? I think I did do that.
I think that's the standard, right?
It's actually not. You're supposed to roll it for everything.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
we rolled.
But even in
I think we rolled. Because I remember my first character had exceedingly low hit points.
So we're 7th or 8th level?
8d8. All right. So 10, 20, 3, 6, 15.
Would have been easier to do 8d8 plus 16.
Yeah. I mean, that's like 35 hit points, right?
Look, I ain't getting paid to be a math teacher.
Actually, excuse me, 54 hit points, Arcloid. Is there anything else that's missing on your sheet that I should know about? Or is everything else good?
Everything else should be good.
Okay. Well, the troops are gonna go first because they noticed you after the Bargus shouts. So they actually all like start marching up near the front of the building. They pull out some short bows, and they're gonna do a volley. Four lines in a range of 100 feet. So 2 lines on Lariel, 2 lines on excuse me, 2 lines on Larimar, 2 lines on Metriel. Reflex save, please, for both of you.
let's see what that goes. What is my dex anyways? Dex is alright. Oh, that didn't do it.
That did not do it. Larimer, you get half of this. So Larimer, you take 4, and Metriel, you take 14 on the first one for the first volleys. Do another reflex, please.
Okay.
There you go.
So
And
14 off the
Larimer,
first one.
11. So that's a full 15 for Lara. And was
Oh,
that 10 for Metriel or 11?
half to it's 10 rounds down, right?
Yeah, 10. There you go. Okay.
That would have been really fucking bad.
I keep forgetting which games that I'm in that are always round up or round down.
Yeah, it's a lot to keep track of.
Well, certain games are supposed to be harder, so they're always
Right.
round up.
Right. Can't even honestly, I can't even remember. I think half values, no matter what, are always rounded down here. It's like damage, but also skill checks or anything like that.
Yeah. It is Larimer's turn. What are you up to?
I'm getting to survive. Let's see what I can do to ensure that. Uh, There's cats coming on mountain. Everybody drive away.
Wow.
Acid splash on this unfriendly puppy right there.
Okay.
Shit. Couldn't do it.
Roll to hit touch AC, right?
Yes.
So go ahead and roll. Yeah, you hit easy. Go ahead, roll the damage.
See, my range attack, but my intelligence is the same as my dex, so that would have been the same dice. And the same bonus. So, let's see. What's the damage on that supposed
Would you if it's acid splash, it's only a D3. All right. You definitely hit the Barghest. He doesn't like acid being like plumped in his face. What about you, Metriel?
All right. Metriel is going to move down here just a little bit and go for a burning hands against the hobgoblin troop, which
Ooh,
will
hold on.
be 5d4 reflex for half. So let me pull this back up. That's ones. And it is a level 1 spell, so
Yeah.
what I'm expecting.
So, what kind of save again? Reflex, you said?
Reflex. Yeah.
Let's see.
So let me figure out what the DC is. I think you might have just hit it.
Well, there's another thing that's going to
Yeah,
happen.
you got it.
But if it is half, it is half.
It's halved, yeah.
All right, so he takes like 6. But when you actually burn or shoot the jet of flame out, you notice that the river seems to like
Oh, God damn it.
catch a little fire nearby, and you just see like these like jets of blue flame sort of shoot out from the top of it. And let me check something. Yeah, the troops are actually gonna get caught in the flames. Hold on. At least they might.
Okay.
Let's find out.
Oh, we could have just torched that pool outside.
The troops do avoid getting hit by the flames, But yeah, you just see like it looks like whatever the river is made out of has like some sulfur deposits or something in it.
So is this whole river? Is it just this patch of the river that's on fire?
No, it's like spreading throughout a little bit here now.
Okay.
And it's like sparking all over the place a little bit too. This Barghest is gonna go try and wake up its buddy. I'm assuming he just do that by like punching into him and all that stuff.
Yeah, you have to spend your turn waking him up.
Yeah, he'll do that then basically.
I don't think it's a full round action, but let me double check that.
Well, if it is, then he'll just get over there and like, try to get him up now.
Nope, just standard action. So yeah, you can move and wake it.
All right. Weasel, what about you?
For the next minute while I'm invisible, I'll be performing certain actions that won't reveal me. So you can just skip me for the next minute's worth of combat turns.
So the next like 5 rounds basically is what you're telling me. All right. Okay. So the Phalanx troop move back because now there's like fire in the way, and they get a more comfortable position. Uh, they're not going to attempt another volley because I don't think they can. Maybe they can. Yeah, they actually can. All right, they're gonna shoot another volley at you guys. So go ahead and roll reflex save DC 20. Larimer, so both miss. 16 for Larimer, 15 for Metriel.
Metriel is down.
Oh shit. Okay.
-1.
Well, you're not dead at least.
No, not yet. I'm trying to actually put in -1. That's okay, let's do 0. In the red, I'll put in 1 to indicate I'm at -1.
So the second volley is gonna automatically miss because they were aiming for you, Metriel. Larimer, go ahead and roll a 20 reflex again. Only 7 this time. What are you gonna do, Larimer?
I don't have any spell that could make me fly right now. So that's off the table. But climbing is, I'm gonna guess, acrobatics, not athletics.
Climbing is climb.
Oh, you're right. Actually, we suck at it.
Wait, are you climbing down the wall right now?
I was thinking about it, but at -5 to climb, this is gonna be a comedy of errors if I try.
I mean, the building is about 10 feet tall.
Nevermore is not. I'm gonna try it. One way or another, these are gonna be on the ground.
Yeah, you're going to be on the ground. Falling damage for yourself. Was it every 5 feet is how? What is it in falling damage? D6 per 10 feet actually, so just 1d6. So you get a 6. You take 6 falling damage. But you now are on the ground, right in front of like a jet of blue flames and stuff like that. Metriel, death save.
All right, I think it's DC 11 because I'm at -1 hit points. So con save, right?
Well, I mean, technically, I think it's what, DC 10, but you're making your save at a -1. So, same
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, same thing.
Yep.
Con save, right?
Yep.
Let me get this. Hold up.
I guess if you like that, go more.
Exactly 11.
You are stabilized at least.
All right, so I'm not bleeding out.
The bar guests are gonna move this way. Next turn, they're just gonna run up to where where Larimar is. Phalanx troop is gonna get closer to the flames too and move that way. You see that they have their spears out on you, Larimar. And they're about to stab you with their spears, okay?
It's nice knowing friends.
Actually, no, they wouldn't reach you in time, so you're still good, but they're coming close. Next turn, though, they will stab you with spears. But what are you gonna do? I'm assuming one of them is standing up.
And then I haven't played a matches, I'm sorry, so I don't know these things off the top of my head. But Arcane Strike, as a swift action, you can view your weapon with a fraction of power. For 1 round, your weapon deals +1 damage and is treated as magic for the purposes of overcoming damage reduction.
Yep.
For every 5 caster levels you possess, this bonus increases by +1 to a maximum of +5 at 20th level. What level are we now?
Say that again.
For every 5 caster levels you possess, this bonus increases by +1.
So it would be a +1.
Right. Total?
Yes.
Alright. What's our total level?
What's your total now? What? I don't know what you're trying to do.
I have our level at 7.
Yeah. No. Again, what are you trying to do?
Well, I was just going to make sure my level was correct for one thing, and then let's do the Arcane Finesse, not Finesse, I'm sorry, Arcane Strike, and get a +1 weapon to strike this Barghest with.
Okay. You should be good then. If it's a +1 because of your caster level and everything like that right now. And the swift action for the keen and all that, right? That's the arcane pool, right?
Yes.
So you're at every 4 levels beyond the first. So it's a +1 enhancement bonus at the moment right now, and you made it keen, you said?
I haven't done that yet, no.
Okay. So are you adding a weapon? What's your weapon property at 5th level then? What did you choose?
Probably the 5th level. What that was called. What is that special ability called?
This is part of the arcane pool. You're expending a point from your arcane pool to grant your weapon enhancement bonus. Is that right? That's what you're trying to do? So every 4 levels beyond the first level gains another +1 enhancement bonus. So you're currently at +2 on the weapon.
Okay, that's good.
At the moment. And since you're past 5th level, the bonuses can be used to add a weapon property to the weapon. The choices they give you are Dancing Flaming, Flaming Burst, Frost, Icy Burst, Keen, Shock, Shocking Burst, Speed, or Vorpal. Adding these properties consumes an amount of bonus equal to the base price modifier of the weapon. Blah, 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 blah. So basically, are you adding any of those bonuses to the weapon or not?
I'm going to say no to make it easier on myself for now.
Okay.
And just
So,
have a +2 weapon.
all right, so you have a +2 weapon then. Is there anything else that you were trying to do then?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. You're not going to do a spell strike at all or just anything like that?
I'm not sure how that works. I'm sorry.
A spell strike with a magus, what they can do is they could cast a spell with a range of touch from your list through your weapon. So when you attack with a melee attack, you get... It's kind of weird. You get a free melee attack with the weapon
And also,
as part of casting the spell. So you cast the spell and you get a melee attack at the same time.
and would a ranged touch attack spell work for this?
Well, that would depend on what spells you actually have. Ranged touch attack spells would be stuff like Acid Splash, Shocking Grasp, Chill Touch, that type of thing. Burning Hands.
I don't have any of these in my spells apparently.
What the hell? What is Spark? Oh, is that the cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a ranged touch as well.
Let's make it Acid Blast. It's actually in that spell. Put in my list right now.
All right. I mean, you can use that too if you want. All right. So make your attack with the rapier.
Okay. This will be +2.
Yep. This is the +2 part of that.
No.
All right. Well, then just a 13. I think that misses still. You're attacking the Barghest, right?
Yes. I'm sorry my turn took so long.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm running.
I'm just making sure. I mean, Magus is a complex class, so it's perfectly fine. Normally I'll deliver a spell, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's a weapons melee, not a touch attack. So, you missed. But if you would have hit, you would do the piercing damage plus the acid damage on top. That's how it basically works. Metriel stabilized. The Barghists are going to go. They're going to try and attack you, okay? Does a 23 hit? Larimar, does 23 hit?
Yes.
All right, 9. 14 damage. This is not good. The Phalanx is now going to go after you, Larimar. You ready? Because this is an automatic hit.
There's something wrong with the way I've been tracking the hit points.
Well, it's an automatic hit. They did 21 to you, Larimar. Are you still up?
No.
What? How much HP do you have left?
It looks like I had 9 after the 14 hit point attack.
Okay. So you had 9, and now with 9 minus 21, is that where we're at?
Yes.
All right, so then you're at 12, negative 12. Are you dead?
What do I need to roll to determine this now?
What's your Constitution score?
14.
Jeez, you might actually be dead. Hold on. All right. Your negative hit points. Is it equal or great? Is it equal or greater than your con score? It is not, right? You're at 14 for your con score. You're at negative 12. I said, right?
Yes.
If it's equal to your con score, blah 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 blah. Yeah, you are still alive, but barely. You need to make saving throws, basically. And you have 2 chances. So I mean, the hobgoblins are done, and everybody kind of moves away from you and all that kind of stuff. Go ahead and make a roll for your saving throw. So roll your Constitution and not Fortitude, Constitution. Yeah, that's not enough. Roll it one more time. You basically need a 20. Yeah, I think Larimer's dead. Jesus.
What a night! Oh my god.
This has been terrible. I'm so sorry, guys.
It happens, man. It happens.
At this point, it's been 5 turns, and you're not invisible anymore, are you, Weasel?
I think I am. I wasn't telling you how long invisibility lasted. I was telling you how long a thing I was doing took.
Well, it's been a minute, so what's up your sleeve at this
I'm
point?
just seeing how long this lasts.
A minute per level, so you're at like 7 levels, whatever it is.
Yeah, so 70 turns or whatever. Yeah, I could be invisible forever. No, this is just how long it's going to take me to pull out the statue and turn 30 feet or something feet tall or whatever.
Okay. This is all right. Are you still doing that?
Yeah. If it's been 5 rounds, then yeah. Just
Okay.
make that token huge.
They see this giant thing now up on the roof, and it's your turn, Barlow.
Yeah, hold on one sec.
Make the Emperor proud.
Which one?
1, 2, and 12.
Arclord, do you want me to make you a new sheet?
Yes. Although I don't know what to play at the moment.
Alright, what's this
I'll play
thing?
something.
That's a troop.
Okay, so it's not just one huge guy.
No, it's like 30 small guys.
Alright. Slam attack.
Hold on a second.
Well, I don't know. Does a 1 automatically miss? If it does, then it's not worth looking up.
Does a 1 auto miss? Yeah, it doesn't necessarily auto miss, but even with that, the 1 that would still not hit. So it wasn't a hit anyway. Arcloid, there is a new sheet up.
Okay. I'll figure out what I want to play and I'll get to building it.
All right. Well, the Phalanx troop is going to attempt to, well, not attempt, they're just going to hit you. So you take 20 damage there, Jinx. And let's see. They're also going to attempt to trip you with their spears. So this is like a standard trip attack. What's your CM D?
24.
24? Oh, wow, they actually nailed it. You are prone.
Not expecting that.
Yeah.
So you are prone at the moment. Metriel, you're kind of just on the roof. I'm sorry.
Just unconscious.
The Bargus are going to go. They're going to nibble at your ankles. I don't think they're going to do anything. 23, does that even hit?
No.
Okay. That's pretty close to theirs. That's a little more than half. All right, so it's your turn then.
Alright. I'll stand up and then I'll attack the Vargas.
Okay. That's a hit. And was that 18 and 15?
Mm-hmm.
It's too big. I got to maneuver everybody. 18, 28, 3, 3, 3. Okay. You basically crush one of his legs. He's still like on all fours at this point, but he looks like he's very worse for wear. The troop is going to go again, and they're going to stab at you again. 18 damage, attempting another trip. 21. I believe that makes you fall prone.
No.
That misses. Okay. I thought you said 21 before. I'm sorry.
No. It's also not what I said before.
I'll take your word for it. What was it? 23, 24?
24.
24. Okay. I remember that. The Bargists are going to try and bite you. 29.
Right, but it does no damage.
Dang. Okay. Go ahead, Weasel.
I'm just gonna trample.
Who are you trampling?
Like I said, everybody.
All right.
Well, I pass through everybody's circles, so 23 damage plus they have the choice now to make between trying to do a reflex save to half the damage or op attacking me.
Oh, the Phalanx is going to op attack. 19 to you. The other Bargist is going to try the reflex save. And the other Bargist is just dead. 20. Does that hit the reflex save?
Hold on. I gotta double check with the DC what that would be. No. The two numbers I know equal 20, and the number I didn't calculate, I don't know, but it's more than 20, obviously.
All right, so I will mark that.
I think the DC would be 28.
As this fight is now escalating, The doors to the church area here open. And out walks something you probably did not expect.
Jesus Christ.
2 large golems.
I could have expected that.
What in the hell are those?
They look like they're golems made out of alchemical equipment.
Well, perfect thing to
Acid
throw
inside
against
them?
me, who's now effectively a golem at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Means we're immune to it. If it's a biological thing, I mean.
Well, it's top of the order. Let me get them in for initiative. I mean, they've been hearing the commotion. They thought it was done, but now they're hearing people scream, so. Oh, let's see. That is an alchemical golem. Let's add him to our list. And behind him behind the golems, I should say, are a few other hobgoblins. They look like to be engineers or alchemists of some kind, directing the golems. You notice that they both have bandoliers filled with what look like bombs. Okay, Phalanx Troop is going to go after you again. Are you ready?
Sure.
So 17 and attempt for a trip. You are down.
And so far, they've only done 24 damage to me.
You know what? I will take it. The Bombardiers. They stay inside, and they instruct the golems to go attack first. The surviving Barghest is going to pounce on you and try and bite your face. 20 misses. The 2 golems, they will surround you. Let's see what can they do. Ha! You know what? I lied. The 2 golems will not surround you. They will both stay over here, and they're going to throw bombs at your face while you're on the ground. How's that sound?
Sure.
So throw a bomb this is a ranged touch attack. So you know. This is at your range touch, so 26 even for both.
I'm sorry, it's going after which defense?
Range touch, so touch AC.
Okay. I don't know if it's right or not, but I'll go with it. Yeah, those are both hits.
All right, 27, 37, 45 damage total.
So 15 damage total.
All right.
I mean, you're still working on my temp HP.
That's fine. We're whittling you down.
Mm.
So go ahead.
Alright, I stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'll slam the other Barghest.
Okay. Yeah, you crush it. So the Barghestes are out. The Phalanx Troop is doing its thing to try and trip you up as much as possible to delay you. 15 damage, and...
So no damage, and you don't trip me.
Okay. The Bombardiers. Stay in the doorway entrance there. What they got? They got a couple of different types of bombs, don't they? Hold on 1 second, please. All right, we're going to go with the standard fire bomb. So the two bombardiers throw fire bombs at you. 30 hit.
Yeah. No
And
damage.
no damage. The 18 misses. The 9 misses. 26. Does that hit?
Yep. 1 damage.
1 damage. So they're just like chucking everything at you at this point. We have other things that they can do in a moment. Bargists are dead. The alchemical golems are going to do the same thing. You just have like this bombardment of like fucking like bombs and charges and things like that coming at you now. You ready?
You don't have to ask. You just roll.
17 touch. I don't think that hits.
Like I said, I don't think I wrote the touch AC down right, but I'll go with it. Those all hit.
All right then. So 31 plus
My
30.
own bad record keeping is your advantage.
I see. 31 plus 24. So 31, 51, 55 damage.
So 25 damage. Still in my temp AC. Still in my temp HP.
Oh, it's your turn again.
Yeah, I'll trample.
Just gonna run past them all again.
Oh no, all I have to do is get to here, because that puts you all technically in my sphere.
So you hit the golems too?
Yeah.
The golems don't give a shit. They're gonna attack.
But you still take 23 damage.
All right. They only get 1 slam, not the 2. So they'll take the 23. 15 on you at least for the 36 there.
So no damage.
And technically it's a random effect. So let's roll.
Yeah, say if it's random, you should roll.
Yeah, we have 3 random effects we can choose from. It's number 3. You reflex save DC 16 negates, or you're being entangled for 4 rounds.
Doesn't matter. I don't need to roll. I'm immune to entangled.
Are you? Okay.
Golems are immune to entangled.
That's true. You are a golem. The phalanx troop also doesn't give a shit. It will attack 16 to you.
1 damage.
A couple of the hobgoblins are dead, but most of them are still standing and doing their thing. The golems, I mean, you step on them and like charge into them, but they do not seem to care. So you're done. Troop is going to go. They're going to do their thing. 15, I don't think that does any damage, but you are tripped. The bombardiers. Let's see. I don't think they have any things that would hit you, right? You are immune to magic and everything like that, too?
I'm not immune to magic now.
What is your DR? What's your damage resistance? It's a 15 of what?
I have a hardiness of 15.
Oh, hardness of 15. Okay.
The hardiness or hardness?
They do not have anything that can help with this. All right, they're gonna chuck another bomb, more bombs at you.
Cool.
The 29. Well, assuming that everything
29
gets
is the only one that hits and it does no damage.
okay. So the golems now they're in front of you. The golems are just gonna slam you down. All right.
Hot.
I think all four of those hit.
Yeah.
Okay. All four of those hit.
10 damage.
And so 10 damage total, plus we still have the random effects for all of those hits. So let's see what we get. Twos and threes. So the threes are entangled, so they do nothing. Can you become sickened at all?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't see it on the list. Let me just double check.
Like I'm assuming it's a no if you're actually some kind of golem.
I just can't seem to find the page. Oh, there we go. By type. So I'm not on the page I'm normally on when I need to look this shit up. Immunity to any effect that requires a fortitude save.
All right, so then no. So nothing.
Unless
Nothing.
the effect also works on objects. Or
No,
is harmless.
it doesn't. It doesn't work then. So you just take the damage, whatever that amount was.
I already did.
All right. It's your turn.
I guess I'll attack the troop with slam attacks.
Go for it. That's a hit. And 16 and 15?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? 15, 30, 31, right? All right. Well, the troops didn't like that. They actually will disengage. They will move back, and they will actually try to do a volley on you. So you're going to get shot 4 times.
Did they disengage?
Yeah, they did disengage. Yes, you can hit them again if you want.
Well, no, you just said they disengaged. Well, I guess if disengaged is just a 5-foot step, my reach is further than 5 feet.
Yeah, I think you could still hit them even then with that. So go ahead and take a hit. Give a hit to them. Ooh. 39. They're still standing, but a lot of them are dead now. Okay. They are going to do a volley on you. So I need you to roll. This is going to sound crazy. I need you to roll 4 reflex saves.
Well, if that's the case, I want to point this out. Ah, shit, it's not clickable. Hold on. I also have that.
Subject to attack them with a reflex save. It takes no damage if it makes this is successful. All right, that's fine.
My reflex save is my worst save, though. What's the number?
20, you got to hit. All right, so you only take damage from one of them anyway. So it's a 46. 15.
So no damage.
Damn it. The bombardiers are realizing that they're not doing a lot of damage to you, so they actually both rush back inside for a moment. The golems, however, are going to keep pounding your butt. If you like that kind of golem on golem action. Oh wow, that 20 definitely misses, but the other 3 hit, I'm assuming.
Only one of them does any damage.
Okay. Well, let's see what other effects. Nothing. Go ahead. We're watching an epic golem combat. I hope you guys like giant robots fighting.
It's a war of attrition. Robot jocks just pounding.
Yeah, I guess I'll slam the bottom golem.
The bottom golem. Ow! That's a confirmed crit. So what is that? 35 and 38? Jesus Christ, that's 68.
73.
73. That is just enough to kill it. You just like take both of your hands and you just like, you do like that move where you're like have both hands on the head like this, like you're about to like punch him through and squeeze him. You do that with the golem, the glass shatters, and you just see like the alchemical like ichor inside of it like ooze out of it as the golem collapses and just falls straight into the sulfur river. Jesus Christ, nice hit. Um, the troop didn't like that. So, fuck. What are they gonna do? They don't have a choice. They charge in. Back in. The volley didn't work, so they're just gonna try and trip you up again to limit what you can do. 20 damage this time. And you are prone again. The bombardiers do come back in position. And you can see that they are holding a different type of bomb. It actually looks like a clay pot with lots of like oil and things on top, and tons of nails sticking out of it with a fuse. And the fuses have been lit. The surviving golem, he's gonna strike you. I believe both of those hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he,
One
how much?
damage.
1 damage. Finally, we get a little extra. Add a 1 and a 4 on top of that. And it's electrical damage, if that matters.
Okay.
So like, and that I believe gets through. So it's actually taken 6 damage that round. Anyway, it is your turn.
I guess I'll slam the other golem.
All right. That's a miss. Phalanx troop. You stand up and slam it. Phalanx troop gonna try and bring you down again. 18. So a little bit of damage. 25. I think that just gets you, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're down again. The bombardiers. They throw they light the fuses of these charges and throw them at you. Trying to find the damn charges now. Oh, they're not on the same page. That's annoying. All right, you ready? So they throw these charges at you. This is a ranged touch attack. We're just going to use their regular throw here for the firebomb, but just the first one, okay? 24 and 28.
So 1 hit for 2.
Oh, no, that's not. Ignore the damage, because I have to roll that separately. One of them sails over you. The other one, however, there we go.
The hell?
It's a breaching charge. This is the shit they were going to use to blow the walls off of fucking Long Shadow. I'm actually using stuff that I should not be using right now, because that's all they have left. So that's 70 to you.
Alright, now I'm 19 into my actual hit points.
Holy shit, we actually got into your actual hit points.
Fucking cracked him.
No, you just defeated my shields. Now my shields are down.
Oh dear.
My Eidolon, I think I've described it before.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
I am the golem, but my Eidolon exists over top of the golem. So, the Eidolon was my temporary hit points. Now you're into the golem's hit points.
Good God.
Oh man. I don't have too many of those left, so the other one that was thrown technically will blow up in whoever's like in the space near it. But nobody's near. We'll just play it by ear. Anyway, the surviving alchemical golem's gonna go. 27 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 6 damage total.
Okay. And it's your turn.
This is where Martel is, right?
Yeah, he's on the roof though.
Yeah, well, I mean, how tall is the building?
Like 10 feet.
So, well,
Technically,
but,
I'm right on the top of the door here. He just moved
Yeah,
me out
I
of the
just moved
way.
you out of the way.
yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying that's well within my. Well, if you're right there, then you're within my reach. I'm taller than 10 feet. I look down on the building.
Yeah, you can do that. You can.
I grab Martel and then hold on.
Okay.
Apparently it's not on this sheet. It's on my actual regular sheet.
Oh, you're dimensioning door out.
I can only do it when I'm in this form and once a day. So, yeah. Now
Where are you heading?
I don't know. As far away as I possibly can get. I mean, it's what range? 40 feet
range.
plus 40 feet per level. We're level 8. So, that's what, 720 feet away?
So you just dimension door off the map.
Yeah, there's no goal to be here. There's no reason to fight to the death.
Well, you got them to waste 2 breaching charges at least.
Always come back.
All right, so you take Metriel, and you teleport out. Do you try and wake up Metriel, like get them like with 1 HP or whatever?
They'll wake up on their own.
Well, Metriel,
Stabilized.
Metriel, you will eventually wake up.
Or she's stabilized.
I'll be a little concussed, but alive.
I mean, pointedly also that I'm stuck in this form for like another 8+ hours, so.
Damn.
And I can't talk. So, you just wake up,
And you just
Giant-
see like
Iron
see-
Giant staring at you.
it's Superman, Vin Diesel.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I am Superman.
That's such a good
Oh
movie.
my god.
I am Groot.
Such a good movie, and they keep ruining it by making the Iron Giant show up and everything.
I don't know, it was good when he showed up in that WB Smash Brothers game. Because then he's like next to Superman. And Superman's like, yeah, I recognize you.
All right, that's a cool moment, but the entire, I guess my thing is like the whole point of the Iron Giant is that I don't want to be a weapon,
Yeah, yeah.
and yet you're using him as a weapon.
Who's using him as a weapon?
Like I'm thinking of Ready Player One, where the people you when they summon him at the end, there they use him as a weapon. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but he wasn't in the book.
That's true.
In the book, I think it was just, you had Gundam, you had the Power Rangers, and then you had Mechagodzilla. Oh, no, and you had the...
A lot of
No, yeah, but I mean the things that you summoned at the end. Actually, no, it wasn't Gundam, sorry. No, it was Gundam. It wasn't Power Rangers, Mechazord, it was, like Kamen Rider Z or something like. It was one of the guys who just gets real big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ultraman.
something like that. I don't think that was it, but it's. I know what you're thinking of, and it's
A lot
something
of-
like that.
It's a lot of Japanese licensing that they probably didn't want to pay for that movie.
Well, yeah, no, he only used properties that Spielberg had available to him.
I mean,
Rather-
I watched. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the movie was nothing like the book.
Well, that's the thing. From what I've heard from people about the book, is that the book is. I don't know. If you're a fan of the book, that's good. But like a lot of people I talked to did not like the way the book fell out
I
in the
mean,
end.
that's the thing about these things is I don't have to like the same thing other people like.
No, I know
I
that.
mean, there's a big portion of the book where the main character isn't like a stupid lol. Like, oh no, the girl I love doesn't like me. And I tune into her streams just to see what's going on. Even though she won't contact me at all. I
Yeah,
mean,
there was like the main character's characterization of the book apparently is a big point of contention.
well, I mean, like, in the end of the movie where she, like, sacrifices herself to sneak into the bad organization. That's literally what he does in the book.
Yeah.
Except it's not like a 5-minute thing. Literally, he's getting tortured for like months. Plus having to do tech support work. And like it literally describes the stupid tech support. Like, oh, this huge buff demon looking dude is having a hard time with his weapon that he bought.
Stupid tech support. I love it.
Well, yeah, no, it's like IT grad, like the whole, did you turn it off and on again? To the point where he, like, automates his tech support. But, yeah, no, though, there's a lot of shit in the book that the movie doesn't cover. Like, for one thing, they never do the race shit. Literally, that first challenge in the movie never happens. It's in fact, Tomb of Horrors is the first challenge.
No, I knew about that. They had the Green Devil thing and somewhere in the book.
Well, it's actually Tomb of Horrors, and in the end, you don't fight Azarak. You beat him in a game of the arcade game Joust. That's where the name of the book comes from. Is that when you go to play the game, Ready Player One?
Okay.
But I mean, the big portion of the beginning of the book is finding the first challenge. Like he only finds the first challenge because somebody else found it first, and he follows their clues to get there.
Makes sense.
And he just gets lucky beating the Tomb of Horrors before they do. Because like most of the setup is school worlds. Apparently, school worlds is a lot of Ready Player One. That people go to school in virtual reality, and there's entire virtual planets that are just schools where you can't fight, combat's not allowed, etc. And yeah, that's where they find the Tomb of Horrors is on a school planet. Yeah, and nothing as unbelievable as Noah never went backwards.
Speaking of going backwards, once Metriel wakes up, what do you do?
Oh my god. Well, we've determined they definitely have the capabilities of destroying a wall. Um, we're down a party member. We are in no condition to even go check out the beast camp at this point. Like we gotta go back to Long Shadow.
Hmm. Is that what you're gonna do then?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Camp is. It'll take you like those same days to get back there. So by the time you get back to Long Shadow, you're like maybe a day or two away from the beginning of when this siege is supposed to begin. And I think we might have to leave it here for now. Because we're down another party member. And well, I got to think about what we're gonna do here. I gave you XP last time, right? Before everything was
Yeah, I believe
done?
so.
All right. I got to give you XP for tonight because you were able to do some damage.
Well, we rescued the giants.
That's a big
That was a
one.
big feather in our cap.
That is a big feather in a cap, and you're gonna get a massive boost for that for sure. Thoughts on the session outside of the brutality?
Anton will be missed. But he's with Benjamin now.
Aw.
Oh man. Well, and now we don't have to worry about that dude in Long Shadow that's got it out for you.
Yep.
He'll be happy. Good lord, that was insane.
Oh. Are you ready?
It's brutal.
You,
Very brutal. I'm not looking forward to those breaching charges, man. That shit was. I mean, and that was a couple ones thrown in there. That was 70 damage. Was intense.
yeah. It's the breaching charge itself is a technic. Obviously it's supposed to be set and left, but they just fucking threw it. It's a 12d8 plus a 10.
Oh damn.
Because the idea is to try and actually blow a fucking hole through a wall to get people inside.
Right.
So
And if you'd hit with both of those, that's nuts.
if I hit with both of those, I think it would have been a party wipe, or at least close to one. And that'll only be the second time in my entire GMing career where I would have a party wipe happen.
I mean, it was 70 the average damage.
I don't know if that was the average, but
Because, I mean, 270s wouldn't have killed me.
it still wouldn't have killed you? Alright.
Well, I mean, for one thing, you have to break the golem, and then I just go back to being a normal guy.
So there's like 3 layers of you, basically.
Basically, I mean, but we all know that my third layer is useless. Just saying that would have been a third way for me to escape.
Calculating the XP, everybody is getting 8,700 apiece. If I'm doing this correctly, I will double check it.
Never put in the last one, so let me add all those together.
That should be enough for a level up at least, and you're kind of gonna.
I had started myself at level 7, like bare bone. There was a reason why I did it. I don't remember why. 535. So what was it tonight? 8,000 what?
8,700.
15,000. Actually, yeah, I think that will do it.
That should boost you up to a level at least.
Just barely got it.
Um,
Good lord. That was something.
and it's getting tougher and tougher.
Arcloid, 2 characters in one session. That's
Dude.
a new record. Love
After
it.
holding the old record for so long.
You had the record of longest surviving character, and then now I think you have Gabbo also died one session, so
Yeah, but Gabbo.
but we didn't replace him mid-session, was what it was. But
No, Gabbo came in the beginning of the session and then died at
exactly.
near the midpoint end. This guy, Larimar, came in the middle of the session, I guess, or early part of the session, and then died midway through. It doesn't matter though. I've never had that happen before, where 2 characters from the same person have died in the same session. So Paul,
hell yeah, max hit points.
Good. So Arcloid, when you come back, if you need help building a guy or if you have any questions, let me know.
All right, I might want some guidance at least. I'm thinking a simple fighter this time.
Okay.
I do miss Coriel. He was so very straightforward and simple and just like hanged out damage.
Well, do what you have to do. Again, let me know what you're gonna do and all that stuff, and I'll make sure to introduce you. And yeah, any other final thoughts for tonight, everybody?
Love it. Always love when it gets brutal.
Well, get used to it, because honestly, from here on out, the campaign is gonna just be disgustingly brutal.
I can imagine, especially since the whole point of it is going up against an invading army. So I just imagine it's going to be wave after wave of just brutal fights.
There's more than just the invading army. I can say that much too.
Like that's always something. There's always that weird right turn that they take in adventure paths.
Sometimes they're even, yeah. You never notice that? Like sometimes they just like go a direction that doesn't make any sense, but it works. Like they did that.
They'll just be like, "What's up?"
No, I remember them
That's it.
doing that in what was the one I read? The Serpent's Crown.
I don't know what happens in that one.
Or Serpent, the one where you're like in the Mwanji Expense, basically. You start off where you're shipwrecked on an island, and then you go into like
It's
a
called
jungle.
Shackles, is it?
No, it's a different one.
Oh.
It's Serpent
Okay.
something. I forget the name of it.
I don't remember that.
You start off shipwrecked on an island. You then go to the Mwanji Expanse, and you basically are one of like several competing factions going on an expedition, old school style. Then when you get to the expedition place that you're supposed to be in, there's like a dozen different like competing groups that are trying to control the place. And you would assume that, oh, we're going to make teams and with half these groups and kill the other half or something like that. No, instead the big bads are actually coming from the Darklands under everybody and killing everybody.
Oh, fun.
So,
Serpent
like,
Skull?
yeah, Serpent Skull, that's the name of it. That's the it's a very strange path, let me tell you. Kind of just goes downhill after like the first 2 or 3. But it would be an interesting one to try because it seems like a meat grinder type of thing. So actually, that might be something that Theta might enjoy.
Yeah, see, it involves a lot of serpent folk. That's always fun.
Yes, it does. Anyway, I guess we'll call it a night tonight, gentlemen. It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here.
Good to be back.
Yes, it is good to be back, and I will see you next week for sure.
All right.
Leaves the game.
Have a good one, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.